It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Boston Celtics. The opening tip won by the Bucks as we get going at beautiful new Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
To Marcus Smart. Screen coming. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Nice pass to get things going.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker. Giannis Antetokounmpo swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Hill across the timeline. Leads 4. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
The monster stuff. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
And he'll head to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Walker with the basketball. Down 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Oh, I had him going there for a second. Won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
To Kemba Walker. Boston with 4 to shoot. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Bledsoe with it up top. Just under a minute to go in a low-scoring first quarter of play. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Into the front court, it's Walker. Down 3. To Hayward. To Marcus Smart. Walker. Tatum. buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Scores from the post. Deep three at the buzzer. We played one in Wisconsin with the Bucks on top here on their home floor. Jay and I come back to Milwaukee after this. You're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Brook Lopez, huge block. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Giannis with it up top. Two-point advantage to Lopez. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Hayward. Trying to cash in, give it to him. Kemba Walker, he's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Tatum. Rebound comes to Bledsoe. Middleton. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. To Marcus Smart. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. The screen sets him up for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Bucks basketball. To Bledsoe. Middleton. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Walker. Slams it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
To George Hill. Middleton. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Lead stands at 7. To Middleton. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Marcus Smart. Knocks it down off the step back.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Bucks at the controls. Here comes the screen. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Bucks with the lead.
Thanks, Ed. The Bucks have their explosive offense to thank for the halftime lead. Their offensive output has been amazing, and it doesn't look to be slowed anytime soon. They've been providing no shortage of highlights. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Celtics are in need of some changes at the half. And someone needs to step up offensively if they plan to win this game. Not a single player has gotten in the double digits yet.
Game track. Field goals.
The Boston Celtics definitely wouldn't mind having their opponent's field goal percentage. Unlike them, it's been 4 shots and poor effort. It was not a great half. The shooting was certainly worst in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Antetokounmpo has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. The margin standing now at 7. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward. From the painted area, won't go down. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker, count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there is a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Walker into the front court. They trail by 7. To Marcus Smart. Goaltending's called. Count the basket. Giannis with it up top. Leads 5. To Lopez. Middleton. To Adetokunbo. George Hill. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
One could make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
To Kemba Walker. Count the basket at the rim.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Adetokunbo to Lopez. Had a chance, but it's no good. Walker with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. Buries it.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Milwaukee with the basketball. To Middleton. George Hill. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no in this contest. Unable to connect on the free throw. Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys trail now by 4. Hayward to Walker. Fires the 3. Off the mark. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Curling inside, throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Kemba Walker. Brook Lopez snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Can't connect from in close. To Walker. Not done yet. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Giannis in control of the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Has a look. Adetokunbo shot no good. Here comes the screen. Oh, nice find for the basket. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Bucks in front. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
To Middleton. Adetokunbo. Here's Lopez, down low. Oh, emphatic slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down 4. Here comes the screen. Eric Bledsoe rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. Walker. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Probing the defense. To Antetokounmpo. They'll get it down low to Lopez. And throws it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Walker into the front court. Trailing by 4. To Hayward. To Marcus Smart. Has a chance. Not that time. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Giannis with it up top. Leads a bucket. To Middleton. Not done yet. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Game, man.
2 for 2 on that trip. The Bucks at the controls.
Oh, yeah, me and you.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Here comes the screen. George Hill able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Leads 1. Here's Lopez down low. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
To Marcus Smart. Walker to Hayward. The pass set it all up.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
Misses the first. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? The Bucks claim victory as they win a close one by 2. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks emerged victorious after a tight finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Celtics must be devastated after such a close loss. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo could not have been better defensively. The way he blocked shots and stole the ball today is what makes for an all-NBA defensive first-team player. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.